And welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back from vacation.
Look, guess who's back?
We are tanned up
Yes.
and ready. Well, not ready
You
because
still look like you're on vacation.
Well, in truth, babe, I gotta be honest with you. I actually hopped in the pool today.
Okay.
That's why I have that energy.
I'm talking about your shirt, bro.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay. Anyway.
you want me to turn the lights down?
Oh no, it's okay. Oh.
Nope.
Turn off the lights.
Turn them off.
It's okay. It's cool.
Well,
Yeah,
welcome,
just
welcome,
getting back
welcome.
from
Look at us,
vacation.
babe, all tanned up. We got the tan in.
I know.
Your favorite 2 weeks, vacation and Christmas, right?
Favorite 2 weeks, vacation and Christmas. Every year we go down to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
But I want to say this. I'm going to really try to adjust it. But this is my mood. I'm giving Nina Simone mood today.
What does that mean?
Woo! It means
Don't mess
what's
with
that
you?
line from Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost?
Oh Lord, what?
We got a problem, girl. What is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, help me out, Deborah. What did she say? And it was a ghost. Somebody, we got a problem, girl. Yeah, my mind is on all the current events that are happening. It is just like vacation. We're having this great vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and then Saturday, the events in Pennsylvania with
Former president,
the Republican candidate for the White House again,
former President Trump.
Trump being an assassination attempt, and it's just everything came to a screeching halt.
I saw your energy change. You got on the phone and you were.
Yeah, because at the end of it, at the end of the day, like, even though I say I'm not a news hound, it's kind of what we do.
So, babe, before we get into it, because that's my cousins hopped on and some others. Do her thing, babe. You need a thing.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let me open the show up
Hey,
before we get into
we're
it.
gonna be rusty
And I'm
because
trying
we're
to.
back from vacation.
All right. Welcome to the Allison and Marc podcast, Married in Media. We are two Gen X media pros who happen to have been married for 24 years. It's 24 years. And we're going to have a party next year for our 25th.
We're doing
24
it, y'all.
years with 3 grown kids. And we talk about everything from politics to pop culture, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of love. And we're so happy that you're here. Marita, I see you.
And so, babe,
Hi, Marita.
Marita is my cousin.
Hi, Deborah.
Tony's
Hi, Marita.
daughter. And we were going on vacation, Marita. We were talking about this next year, babe, right? Memphis.
Yeah.
So, Marita, you are one of our advocates. Now, babe, I don't think you've ever met Marita.
No, I don't think so.
This is your cousin, second cousin, my cousin's daughter.
Okay.
And we were talking to Marita.
Hey, Dolores.
Allison's family has family in Memphis.
My entire Seymour family is from Memphis, Tennessee.
And Marita, I was saying
my daddy's
that
people.
My people are in Memphis. And I was saying that when we come, we should go over somebody's house. And okay, Marita hosted. Okay, Marita, we won't get into everything, but that's a good. I like that, Marita. You know what I'm talking about. But so, babe, family and family, our 2 Southern families, getting together in Memphis.
I love it.
Next year, so we're gonna do that next year.
Yeah, we're gonna go on down to Memphis next year.
All right. So Marita said she's gonna host.
Marita, do you know any Seymours down there? My cousins should be older than you, but the ones that I'm mostly in touch with are Timothy Seymour, James Seymour. They're older. Yeah, they're older.
In their 30s.
Okay. In your 30s. Oh, man, you're younger than everybody. Like even my cousin Eric, I guess is my youngest one. Anyway, yeah, we're going to do it. And I think it's because of would you say you have Southern roots? Or you wouldn't necessarily say your dad is from Mississippi.
My dad's from Mississippi. My mom's from Springfield, Illinois. People from Missouri. So it's Southern. So I guess we all have Southern. We all Southern. Midwest is what I rep, but Southern I am.
So my all of my mother's family is from South Carolina. That's why I feel such a connection to South Carolina, because I spent every summer there and just done the whole genealogy all the way back. And all my dad's people are from Tennessee. And so I'm just bringing this up really quick. Hi, Dr. Brown. I see you. Hey, Beverly. Because we understand that 60 years ago, the Civil Rights Act was signed into law. 60 years. We're 58 years old, y'all. We're 58.
Yeah.
And we're in a time right now, and I don't want to be deep the whole thing. I want to talk about what we did on vacation and all that. But even this assassination attempt smacks of the political violence that we saw in the 60s. And I can't even imagine living during that time and being conscious of that. Of that time, the shootings of the Kennedys, and Dr. King, Malcolm X, even Medgar Evers. Oh, please, don't even get me started on all of it. I mean, period. But so this time when we're in, and I really don't mean to get political, but we're watching the Republican National Convention, and the theme of it, and just the whole theme of this candidate is "Make America Great Again," and I just wonder what time they're hearkening back to as far as making it great again, and it really feels like it just feels like we're in this weird space, and I don't want to be negative, and I don't want to assume the worst with anything, but it makes me uneasy, y'all. It makes me uneasy. And I feel like, I mean, 60 years ago, you've got the Civil Rights Act. I'm talking about my mother being 24, my dad being 26, when they got their full civil rights, when there was no separate but equal, no segregation in all of this, because and we're aware of it because we're so close to that generation. And so I'm not even going to say that this political candidate would want to, would be comfortable with saying, okay, well, we don't need the Civil Rights Act or the Voting Rights Act anymore. Let's just strike it and we'll be good because we're all good. So that's kind of where I am right now. So we had this beautiful vacation and we're just chilling, and it went by really quickly. And then the world come rushing back in this really violent way. And my mood changed because I'm a conscious thinking person. How does this affect my kids and us? And how does it, where are we really? And so this dialogue, thank God for the people like Joy Reid, who is constantly bringing up this Project 2025 manifesto, 900-page manifesto. And if you're in the DMV, the candidate is talking about taking these hundreds of thousands of government jobs out of DC, period. Now, that's from his lips. It's not the 2025. He's saying, I will take these federal jobs out of DC. He did it before, moved the jobs out to Colorado. President Biden moved them right back. Ridiculous. But, it's so much bureaucracy. But if that happens in DC, and this is a federal town at the end of the day, this is a local town. Don't get me wrong. I understand we happen to be the seat of power, but we have a federal workforce in this town and in the surrounding areas. And if those jobs are gone, what does that mean for the economy? What does that mean for local businesses that feed folks when they're downtown every day? It's this ripple effect. And so I'm very conscious of it. And so that's why I got my Nina Simone shirt on, because my mood is serious. It is like, I'm thinking about it. Because we have these kids. Yeah. And what does it mean? And so it's just a very interesting time. I watched a little bit of the convention, and it's just sort of the rhetoric that you hear, because nobody. Let's be clear, nobody wants crime as it is right now. Nobody, but it's just curious. Like, where are all these guns coming from? Where this with the opioid crisis? Where all this fentanyl like, where's everything coming from? Yes. And it's setting it up right now, right? So so that's me. That's what's on my mind, and I'm trying to whatever, but it's real. So it's real. How are you all feeling about it? What do we expect out of the Republican candidate's speech tomorrow night? Like, what are we expecting to hear? Is it a softer candidate now after being?
No.
So
Oh, well, interesting. So let's check in. Deborah Wright checking in. Beautiful couple. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you, Deborah.
Love you.
Deborah. Dolores, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Gail is in the building. Love you too, Gail. Gail look like Gail, Oprah Gail. Y'all related. Beverly's in the house. San Antonio. You know, we had a great time in San Antonio. Remember that, babe? The Riverwalk. And we had a great time in San Antonio. Why did we go to San Antonio?
Because my friend got married.
Oh, we got married. That was right there.
Yeah.
They had a great time, Beverly. So I know you had a great time. She said she's gonna travel with us. Come on, Beverly. Samira says, "How we feeling? We feeling good." You know, Allison, she had no idea. You had a family in Memphis. Great grandfather was from that area.
Oh wow, okay.
Now Rita says she only knows Belinda Seymour. Do we know Belinda Seymour?
I might. I don't know the name offhand, but I don't know a lot of my cousins, which is really sad.
Norman's in the house. Love you too, Norman. Sending love.
Yeah.
And then Shamira says that Dr. King's brother, Alfred Daniel King, was assassinated, as was her mother. Wow. And wow. Yeah, it's the energy around is very concerning. Colorado's in the house. What's going on, Megan? I love it. Colorado's listening. I love
Megan.
it. Megan, give me some tickets for Dion. I'll fly out and see you guys. Come on, Megan, come through. I know you got them hookups. So vacation. All right, babe. So I did load some vacation pictures, but you have to approve them. Okay?
All right.
So the girls.
Yeah, that's good. That was all right.
So just so everyone knows, so we go on vacation every year. This is our 25th year at Hilton Head. Now we've been married for 24 years, but this is our 25th year. So does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. We went when
you were pregnant.
I was pregnant so we would have gone down in August of, what is that, 99. Does that make sense? August of 99?
Okay.
September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. No, that doesn't make sense. So it must have been August and then she was born in December. Yeah, that makes sense. Right? August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 4 months. Okay, yeah. First time we went down, I was pregnant with Sydney. So let me see. You're pregnant for 9 months. Lord Jesus. So that's I was 5 months pregnant. Man, I was really showing. So yeah, and we went down and Sydney was born that December. And then the next December, here she is, like in her little diaper.
So
walking around. So
that was then. Now Sydney's 23 years old.
Yeah,
soon to be 24.
24 in December.
So baby, okay, brace yourself because this picture I posted. This I dumped the pictures, and I'm maybe this one or multiple. Let's see what happens here. Okay.
So that's Sydney now. The first time we went, I was pregnant with her, and now here come the other two.
Sydney. So to the
Sydney's
left
in
to
the
right.
orange. Sydney's in the orange. The baby Spencer's in the middle. Baby Spencer is entering her second year at Clark Atlanta in August, and then our sweet Skylar, the middle baby, is on the other side.
Those are our babies.
Yeah. So that was the beach this year, and we always have a good time. It's just relaxing. It's just recharging.
It's recharging.
It's recharging. Everybody, if you can do it, and I'm aware that not everybody can get away for a couple of days, but you definitely got to do it.
All right. So Nadine says, when are we coming to Myrtle Beach now?
You moved there. Nadine, how is it? Because, a constant conversation in my head, and I always talk to my man, Wisdom Martin, who we work together, and we're always talking about where will we go when we retire? So I take it that you retired down there in Myrtle Beach, and how is it? How is it? Because I'm always like, 1 year I'm not coming back. 1 year I'm going to Hilton Head or Charleston or wherever. I used to live in Columbia, went to University of South Carolina and got a graduate degree back in the 90s. Loved Columbia as well. One day I said, I'm just not going to come back. But what is it really like? Am I just doing a bunch of talking?
That's right.
Will I be able to do it? I'm sure that I will be. So,
one day, we'll find it. So Nadine said, okay, I met your daughters in a giant in the past. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Work for James H. Blake High School.
So how is it, Nadine? How is it really being down there every day and all of that? Because the taxes up in, I love the DMV, but yeah, I'm going to have to try to live a simpler life. Yes. Okay. All right.
King George in the house. What's going on, Rochelle?
Hey, Rochelle.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
we had
I
a
love
great
it.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is probably next year is probably the last year that we can all ride down and
Don't say that.
oh, that's true.
Together,
Sydney is
life is lifing.
life after this next year. She'll be like doing her hospital rounds and all that. So next year is probably our last year riding down together and all that.
Well, and it's interesting how they did say she was in 2016.
Okay.
It's interesting. We definitely realize now, I think, babe, how tight we are because as the girls are getting into their 20s, I think in our minds we could do this. We could do this forever, as far as
definitely
have our little vacations together. But then, like you said, they're gonna start having their own lives.
My my wish is that and I told them we're going to go down every year and one day be closer, and you're always welcome. I saw like a meme. It said, my wish is that my girls have a house key. They come on in, they go in, no matter how old they are, go in the fridge, they get something to eat, they go down, sit on a home. Home is wherever we are. So yeah, but it's bittersweet to see them grow up.
Oh, it is. It really. I think this is the first year it hit me.
Yeah.
Because you're like, they're not little babies anymore. And the way we talk about them is like little kids. So
right.
They're like, so yeah, Archie got shot. Then they're like, oh, they're 30 years old.
Yeah, they're 30.
They're like, oh, I thought you were talking about kids.
No, we are. We're talking about our kids.
We got some girls.
We're talking about our kids.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and so we talked about that. Next year we'll be celebrating our 25th anniversary. We're going to do a party, and are we going to charge?
No, we're going to have a party. What are you talking about? We're just going to have a party for our friends.
So a party for our friends. Okay.
Right. We're going to renew our vows, 25 years.
And so, of course, everybody who's watching will be invited.
Okay, well, that's a different party. You're right.
And so, okay.
All right. That's a different party. That's a different party.
And you know what's interesting? Big Fat Morning Show, for those who followed me in the Big Fat Morning Show, this is our 25th anniversary. We're going to do a day party in October.
Okay.
In Baltimore. So I'm excited.
That's the party. Yeah.
I'm excited about that. And so I was trying to pull up some content from the RNC.
You don't have to. I've already talked. I mean, it's difficult in our positions to talk about anything. My issue though is I'm a registered voter. I voted in every election since I could. It's important also to vote for your local folks. You know, today some of the news that came out though is that President Biden is looking to make some what seems like pretty radical changes to the Supreme Court in an executive order or something, but it might not be. And please, I don't have my notes in front of me, but it would have to go through Congress, and so it's very highly unlikely that anything would get any traction. But the question is, it's like, you know, there have been things that have been chipped away at in this time where he's been in office, and this is like, what do they call it, a Hail Mary at the end? I don't know if it's, you know, it's almost like too little, too late. I don't know, but yeah, it's just
right.
I think we take it for granted. I think if our parents were here, they would not take it for granted that it's not a problem to go and vote. You don't have to show. When we go vote, we just say, okay, what's the address? I don't even think that they necessarily ask for ID. Maybe sometimes, but we know the people because we vote the same place every time.
Yeah.
When you're talking about you had to pass these outrageous exams when you had the right to vote, God knows, getting your head beat in, intimidation for trying to register people to vote. This is in my parents' lifetime, almost in our lifetime. That's, 60, 64, 65. We cannot take this stuff for granted. So I was tired of the dialogue. Let's talk about this because we weren't on. Weigh in. Let's just get into it for a second.
And then Nadine,
let's just get into it for a second. Okay. Let's get into it for a second. The conversation about the president, who's a Democrat, of course, being too old because of the performance at the debate. There's an election coming up within months. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about? And so it's almost like everybody really has to get serious on what it is, or we just sit back. We sit back and see the progress fall.
And I think, it's so interesting, babe.
I hate to be serious. I'm sorry, but I told you.
I was
moved.
Babe, I will, and let me give you props because I fumbled the bag as Democrats fumbled the bag because the thing, playing politics, it's a game, right? And you were very frustrated because top respected Democrats started having that conversation.
Thank you, Nadine. Hold on for a second. Thank you, Nadine. I appreciate you giving us that insight. I look forward to downsizing everything and just sort of, I look forward to it. So, okay. I'm sorry.
They're from Conway. Yeah. Babe. The Democrats fumbled the bag, and you were frustrated early on. People are tapping out because we don't want to talk about politics. I get it. But I think it's a it's a symptom of the problem that Democrats, and we happen to be Democrats, that we have. Because people at the very top started having that conversation. Mm-hmm. You can't have the conversation. I really believe, when you look how the Republicans play, a lot of people were not in support of Trump, but politically they did. They are, because they're like, we got to win. And that's what winners do. Do I love him? Do I like him? I'm talking their voice now. No, but we want to win. Mm-hmm. We at the very top started to have that conversation, and it really made you mad. I was slow because I was kind of like, I'm one of those kind of people. I'm one of those haters too. But this ain't the time. This should have been happening. This should have been the conversation early on. Mm-hmm. Just like you said, Supreme Court. Hey, President Biden, great. This should have been happening when Trump was putting these things in office. This should have been a conversation we've been had. Yeah. Right now, like you said, is it a Hail Mary? Or is it like, oh, no, I'm going to do something. It's too late to do something now.
Right.
And the conversation doesn't make sense because so we showed the cracks in the armor in a time when there shouldn't be no crack. This is no time for no cracks in the armor. Mm-hmm. And you're absolutely right. So now we're trying to put it back together again. And it's like, and some of those people who said it were powerful people. It'd be different if it was just commentators. Because, if it'd be different, it was just people like me. Right. Just regular people. But it was people who were in,
leadership positions.
Leadership positions. It was a lot of the leadership from Obama's era, mm-hmm. who obviously are insiders. And, dude, why are you going on TV talking like this? Because at the end of the day, like people made the great point, we have a capable vice president, and if in the worst case scenario, you have a capable vice president who actually is polling better than the prospective, who now is the selected challenger. So it wasn't a good look. Isn't a good look.
I say,
Deborah, I think I met your husband. Greg works at Giant.
Okay.
And he says hi.
Well, hello. I think everybody, and this is all we can say on this because, we have
He's old and going to be old. Exactly, Nadine. Reagan was old and somebody ran the country. Sure, it might have been his cabinet, whatever. But you're right. He had dementia. Okay, been there, done that. So, What's up, Julie? Julie's checking in.
Hey, Julie. Just
Mindy.
Everybody pay attention. Now is not the time to say our vote does not matter. And on the local level, all the way up. So there's that. I'm done talking about it. I'm concerned, but I'm done talking about it. No, vacation.
Vacationing, baby.
Yeah, vacation, and then that's it. I was trying to think, it could just be that today. But yeah, getting back down to business. It's a heat wave. I hope everybody's been taking care of themselves, hydrating, because it was dangerously hot. Yeah.
It was hot on vacation, but it was hotter here. So it was almost like y'all were experiencing the heat, but we had on swimsuits. So it was like, right?
We wanted it at the beach. Right, exactly. So anyway, that's all I had. That's what's on my mind.
Well, thank you everyone for checking in. We'll be back with a full show next week.
What is that the last comment? Is it Nadine? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. I mean, and that's the truth. And like, I thoroughly believe that. Like, I thoroughly believe that. There is for me, no other country that I am, because I remember when people say, I'm leaving, I know they were just saying it tongue in cheek. This is my country. This has been. This is where I will be, like it or not. And so you've got to I just liken it to the different forces fighting each other all the time, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. It's everywhere. You got haters everywhere. You got like these negative forces, little whispers in people's ears everywhere, and you just got to continue to bombard it with you're right. I think prayer. I think flexing your political muscle, and that's all that we
And
can
good
do.
thoughts.
And good thoughts. So if people say things that I don't necessarily agree with, or a doomsday type outlook as far as what's going on with this country, no, I'm just like, nope, don't, please don't bring that into my sphere of positivity. Please don't do it. So
Nadine got a birthday coming up, babe. Come on, Nadine.
68, yes, August
Nadine.
5th.
That's right.
My
looking
daddy's
young.
birthday was August 7th, so let's hear it for the Aries. Aries. It's almost Leo season, right? Let's hear. Is it Leo season already? No, not yet.
We're going to have Skylar do a reading on Nadine.
Not yet.
All right. Okay, cuz says, keep me posted on our trip to Memphis. Love y'all. Love you too, honey. All right, y'all. Be good. Peace.